In this video, we're going to look at getting started with SAS. Now, once you've installed SAS, you will see SAS down here under S. So click the down arrow and look for SAS Enterprise Miner Workstation. So this is the link that we need to use. So click that, and that will open SAS Enterprise Miner. Okay, now this is the screen that you will see. Now, before we can start working with SAS Enterprise Miner for any project, so we have to set up, there are 4 things that you have to do that is common for all the projects that we will be working on. And SAS calls them projects. So if you already have a project set up, you can open the project. If it is a new project, then you have to set up clicking this. So that's what we will begin with. And you can also do this using File and New, and then Project. So SAS gives 2, 3, or even more ways of doing the same thing. So New Project, if you click New Project, then you give a name for the project, right? So we call this Ch01 getting underscore start. I'll have underscore that. So let's not use the hyphen sign, because sometimes SAS will mistake it for a minus sign. Sometimes not, but to be on the safe side, we will use underscore. Then we have to specify where to create that project. Okay. Now here, I'm going to ask all the students to set up a folder in the root directory, that is C drive. Okay. And there is a reason for that, because that will make it easier for me to be able to help students or grade homework and things like that. So this is a requirement. This is not optional. And if you don't do this, then you will end up with 0 for your homework. So what you need to do is go to C drive, right? So this is C drive under this PC. Now create a new folder. Go to Home and create a new folder, or you can right click and create a new folder. Create a new folder and call it MGT4270. Okay. Now this is where you will save all your projects. This is where you will save all your data files. Okay. And use the data files from this folder. Okay. It is extremely important that you follow this instruction. Otherwise, it's possible that you may end up with a lower grade than what you expect. Okay, so once we have that folder, then you can specify your SAS server directory. So like you do a browse and go to this PC, C drive 4270. Okay. And then click Next. Okay. In step 2, it tells us, SAS is telling us, so this is what you wanted, and that's what I'm going to do. So click Finish. All right, so now SAS has created the project, and this is the opening page. Okay. All right, so here is the path for the project. So let's go to the folder and see what it looks like. So here is 4270, okay, in C drive. And see, it has created a folder with the name that we gave, right? And inside the folder, there is some more folders and some files. Okay. So SAS will, as we work in SAS Enterprise Miner, SAS will automatically save all the work that we do in various places here. So in SAS Enterprise Miner, we do not have a command for save or save as. So if you go look for save, you will not find anything. So go file, see, there is no, well, save as is there, but it is dimmed. But it doesn't, you don't need to do save as. Okay. So that's the first step, right? So we have created a project, okay, and that's not enough. So now we can go here, file, new, and then we need to do the other three. Okay, you can do it that way, or you can click this little icon here. Again, you have that same four things. We have already created a project. Now we need to create the other three. Okay, so first is diagram. All right, so let's give a diagram name, getting started. Okay. You can have any number of diagrams within a project. So you may do one model in one diagram, another model in another diagram, and another model in the third diagram, and so on. So you can right-click on diagram and create. Okay, so another one, say, another diagram. Okay, so we have another one. So diagram name space is okay. Variable names is where space is not allowed. So now if you don't care about diagram, okay, so you can, if you X from here, the diagram will close. It won't go away. So like exit, we are in getting started, but the another diagram is still there. So if you double click that, it'll come back up. If you want to get rid of it, then right click and delete. Okay, so that's the second thing. And the third thing is data source, but before data source, let's do library. Okay, to do data source, we need to set up library. So click library. Okay, now we're going to create a new library. Okay, and we'll give a name for new library. So MGP4270, right? And then we have to specify the path. Okay, so this is the path. So library is just a fancy name for path. So that's what it's going to be. And then you can have some options. We're not going to mess with this. The options will be like whether you are allowed to read, allowed to write, or you are allowed only to read and things like that. So we don't have to worry about that. So all we have to do is to specify the path. So on the path here is, remember, we created in this PC in C drive 4270. So that's where all the data files will be. Yeah? So that's where we should point to here. So the library is how you can access SAS datasets. So in order to access SAS datasets, we have to have a library. Okay. All right, now click next. So it gives you a summary of what action was taken. So action is successful, library was created. Then you finish.